I thought I had it all figured out. Get the degree, land the job, climb the ladder, make the money. And then, everything would click into place. It didn't, and it took me way too long to realize that. I spent my entire 20s chasing success. And I mean chasing it, like it was the only thing that mattered. I did everything right. Graduated with honors. Got an internship at a company everyone wanted to work for. Networked like my life depended on it. Said yes to every project, every late night, every weekend email. I remember sitting in my studio apartment at 27, eating takeout at 11 p.m., staring at my laptop screen. My eyes burned, my back ached, but I felt proud. I was on track. I was winning. Everyone around me was still figuring things out, still bouncing between jobs, still complaining about their bosses, still talking about finding their passion. Not me. I had a plan, and I was executing it. By 30, I'd have the promotion. By 32, the six-figure salary. By 35, financial security. Maybe a house. Maybe a relationship that actually worked. Success was the answer. It had to be. Because if I could just get there, if I could just prove I was capable, worthy, enough, then everything else would fall into place. Right. The promotion came when I was 29. Senior manager, corner office, my own team. I remember the day they told me. My boss called me into his office, shook my hand, said I'd earned it. I smiled, thanked him, walked back to my desk like I'd just won the lottery. But here's the thing, I didn't feel excited. I felt tired. Not the kind of tired you fix with a good night's sleep. The kind that sits in your chest, heavy, constant. But I ignored it, because this was what I wanted. This was the goal. The salary bump was real. I paid off my student loans, started saving, upgraded my apartment, bought things I thought successful people were supposed to have. A nice watch, a coffee table that cost more than my first car. From the outside, I looked like I had my shit together. My parents were proud. My friends were impressed. My LinkedIn was thriving. But when I was alone, when the noise stopped, I felt hollow. Like I'd been running so fast for so long that I forgot why I started running in the first place. I told myself it was just stress, just burnout, just normal. Everyone feels this way, right? That's what adulting is. Work hard, feel exhausted, repeat. So I kept going. The job got harder. More responsibility, more pressure, more people depending on me to have answers I didn't have. I managed a team of 12, and I hated it. Not because they were bad, they weren't. But every mistake they made felt like my mistake. Every missed deadline landed on my desk. Every performance review sat in my inbox like a judgment. I stopped seeing my friends, stopped working out, stopped cooking. Just work, take out, sleep, repeat. My relationship fell apart. We'd been together 3 years. She said I was emotionally unavailable, that I prioritized my career over us. She wasn't wrong. I remember the night she left. She stood in the doorway with her suitcase and said, "You got what you wanted. Congratulations." I just stood there because she was right. I had gotten what I wanted, but it didn't feel like winning. I started waking up at 3 a.m., heart pounding, mouth dry, checking my phone for emails I knew weren't there yet. I'd replay conversations from work, things I said in meetings, things I should have said differently. I'd lie there in the dark, staring at the ceiling, thinking, what the hell am I doing? But I couldn't stop, because if I stopped, if I admitted this wasn't working, then what? I'd spent a decade building this, sacrificing for this. If success wasn't the answer, then I had nothing. The breaking point came on a Tuesday. Nothing dramatic, no big event. Just a Tuesday. I was sitting in a meeting. We were discussing quarterly projections, revenue targets, market share, and I realized I didn't care. Not a little. Not in a "I'm tired today" way. I genuinely did not care about any of it. The numbers, the strategy, the competition. None of it mattered to me. I looked around the room. Everyone was nodding, taking notes, engaged. And I felt like I was watching my life happen to someone else. After the meeting, I went back to my office, closed the door, sat in my chair, and I cried. Not because something terrible happened, but because I realized I'd spent 10 years of my life chasing something that didn't make me happy. I thought success would fix the emptiness, the insecurity, the feeling that I wasn't enough. But it didn't. Because success isn't a cure. It's a goalpost. And once you reach it, there's just another one. I'd been telling myself, once I get there, I'll be happy. But there kept moving. First it was the degree, then the job, then the promotion, then the salary. And even when I got all of it, I still felt the same. Because the problem wasn't my circumstances. It was me. I didn't need success. I needed to stop running. I needed to figure out who I was outside of my job title. But I didn't know how to do that. Because my entire identity was built on achievement, on proving myself, on being successful. And without that, who was I? I'm 34 now. I left that job 2 years ago, took a pay cut, stepped back into a role with less responsibility. Some people thought I was crazy. You worked so hard to get there. Why would you give it up? Because I was dying inside, slowly, quietly, and no amount of money or status was worth that. Here's what I learned. Success doesn't fix you. It just gives you more things to manage. If you're running from something, insecurity, fear, a feeling of inadequacy, success won't make it go away. It'll just dress it up in nicer clothes. I thought that if I worked hard enough, achieved enough, earned enough, I'd finally feel like I was enough. But that's not how it works. You have to figure out who you are first. What actually matters to you. What makes you feel alive. Not what your parents want. Not what society says you should want. Not what looks good on paper. What you actually want. And that's the hardest question I've ever had to answer. Because I spent so long chasing someone else's definition of success that I forgot to ask myself what mine looked like. I'm still figuring it out. I don't have all the answers. But I know this. I'm happier now than I was when I had the corner office, the title, the salary. Because I'm not running anymore. I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm just living. And that's something I didn't know how to do before. If you're in the middle of the grind right now, I'm not saying to quit. I'm not saying success is bad. I'm just saying, check in with yourself. Make sure you're running towards something, not away from something. I'll keep sharing stories like this, the kind people don't really talk about. You're welcome to stay if you want.